got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the ring,
the fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. And there's the bell to start the round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this club, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just missed with that hook. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now
stumbling around in potholes. In serious trouble. Down goes Crawford.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. Missing with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Touching him up again. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The courage on display here is incredible. An uppercut does. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Can't score with that jab. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move, they're fast, they're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. They have no respect for each other's punching power.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook was off target. Do you believe what we're seeing? You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Don't trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Looking to land the hook. A very competitive round here so far. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Miss with that jab. Can't land that jab. That hook, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Tried to score with a jab. You know, will the referee step in? Talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. They're both trying for a knockout. This is the kind of fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fighters like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Just missed with that hook. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Good punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. catch and shoot. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nope, that jab not going to score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Can't find a home for that jab. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst.
Halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there. But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Robinson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Jab slightly off target. Both men step back for just a moment. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
How about that time counter shot? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot... They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Jab does not score. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters...
Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.